You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man.
Welcome to another video, and today we are back playing Mermail with Icejades. Now, Icejade Mermails, not a combination I thought would work well, but it turns out that Mermail combo has a pretty cool Icejade synergy, so we'll talk about that. Look at all these people playing Mermails. Now, in this deck list, I'm only playing one copy of the Prince, so that is why I searched for a heavy infantry so I can normal summon the Prince from hand. So just because you draw Prince in hand doesn't mean you've bricked. You can still do the combo. We'll show it off right here. Prince, send Dragoons, add Dragoons. Activate Dragoons in the graveyard. Add the Deepsea Minstrel. Now, if you don't have another a level 7 in hand, you actually lose out on this step of the combo. So this kind of step requires one of these pieces, either a copy of Dragoons, a Minstrel, or a level 7 to use in the hand. So let's take a look at the opponent's hand with the Minstrel effect. Opponent playing zombies. Now these glow up blooms will activate if they get sent to the graveyard. So we got to get lucky here. We're going to banish one of them till end of turn. We're going to make our opponent discard 2 cards. And then we're going to do Icejade plays. Let's make the Tatsunoko. Let's summon Moulin Glacier, make him discard 2. Now our opponent is down and out. Summon their zombie cards. Luckily we did not hit the glow up bloom, so it did not activate. And now we synchro summon using Tatsunoko and a card in hand to make Icejade Gamir Agerine. This card is our Icejade card. Now next turn, we can try and set up the Icejade lock with the Gamir. Let's see if it works out. Opponent, can you get through? Now Gamir, pretty cool effect. When opponent activates a card or effect on their field, or at any time, we can activate the Gamir Agerine. And if we activate this in response to an opponent's effect, then we can banish the card they activated. So not a negate, but a banish. So opponent activating Zombie World, we're going to activate in response. We're going to banish that Zombie World. Show off the power of Icejades and opponent. Forced to set, they got no more plays. And now we draw Guitar Gurnards. Alright, let's get the Agerine online. Search for the C note. Activate. Summon the Gurnards. And we're going to tribute. We're just flexing now, alright. Poseidra has an effect in graveyard. Tribute 3 level 3 or lower monster. Special summon it. Poseidra on the field. We're going to activate the Cradle. All these effects. Yeah, Poseidra would bounce all spells. That would have been pretty cool, but not necessary. We're going to activate the Cradle. Add back the Agerine. Get to battle. Opponent getting smorked with our beautiful water monsters. Activating some effects here. Getting Zombie Master. And we don't have any follow-up plays here. Still relying on this Agerine. So that is one of the weaknesses. One of the weaknesses is that a lot of these combos rely on drawing the right pieces. So sometimes you draw the right pieces and you have a great time, and other times you're forced to wait until the pieces come together. Let's banish that card, Zombie Master, stopping its effect from activating. Opponent searching for a Balderrock, but they have no plays. Easy, lethal in the Synchro event. Look at that triple Agerine. We can set up the Icejade Curse Lock, and opponent not going to wait around to see it. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, if you like seeing Icejade, Mermail, Water deck videos, let me know down in the comments what decks you want to see next. Now this is kind of an example of why the Synchro Festival is a little toxic. Like, look at this hand. This is just like regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Except everyone's playing combo decks because they have to. We got Maxi, Ash Blossom, and Call by the Grave. Single 1-card combo starter and a random card that does not matter. We're going to activate Synchro Overtake. Opponent has, of course, Maxi. This is the Maxi Festival. We're going to Ash Blossom. Not Call by the Grave, because Call by the Grave would negate our own Maxi during our opponent's turn. Maxi negated. Synchro Overtake, going to add the Deepsea Diva to hand. And now we do our little 1-card combo play, and we're going to activate Icejade Cradle. Alright, why are we activating the Cradle here? Well, very interesting synergy with the Deepsea Diva. Normal summon it. Cradle, in response, Chain Link 2. That means we chain block. If opponent has an Ash Blossom, they can't activate. Chain block the Ash Blossom, alright? Cool synergy with the Cradle. Deepsea Diva going to get the Prince. Prince is going to activate. Now, opponent could Ash Blossom this, or could Ash Blossom the Dragoons, if they have it. So you got to hope your opponent doesn't know what they're doing a little bit. Let's Synchro Summon into Tatsunoko. Use the Poseidra in hand to make the Agerine. Normal, or Special Summon Moulin Glacier, make him discard 2 cards. Opponent discarding Small World and a Blackwing Sudri. So we're playing against Blackwings. That means this Maxi is going to be very effective against them. Opponent's Chinook. negating the effect of the Agerine. Alright, now Agerine's effect has a cool second mode. You activate it in response to an opponent's effect, you can banish the card. If you just activate it though, it stops your cards from being your monsters, from being destroyed or banished by card effects for the whole turn. So we activate our Gamir even though it's going to be negated. We're going to activate our Maxi right now. Opponent, they want to summon, they're going to give us cards. Maxi continuing to be toxic. We'll see if we get Pot of Greed from the Maxi. Opponent, Black Whirlwind, summoning the Sharnga. Passing back to us. Alright, we got Agerine in hand. We also got Deepsea Diva, meaning we can combo again, getting the Guitar Gernard's. Gernard's going to banish a bunch of cards, increase its level, making a level 6, going into the Stardust, resummoning the Deepsea Diva, going into a 10, giving us the Che Yang. Gernard's can banish itself from the graveyard to boost the attack of a water monster, triggering Che Yang, banish a card from field and graveyard, and that is easy lethal against Black Wings. Showing off Deepsea Diva combo, still got it in the Synchro event. Alright, let's go on to the next game. Alright, now we are actually playing a single Goatee in this deck list, and that Goatee is there in case we can make a level 6 Synchro. We can go into our Yampost, banish this Goatee from the deck, the Shiv, and do a level 8 Synchro play on our opponent's turn. Let's Synchro summon into Tatsunoko. Using our regular Deepsea Diva combo, making the Gamir Agerine. I really wanted to test out how the Agerine performed, because this isn't a monster, this is a monster I have, but I never made. I usually just made Baron, you know, make it negate. So I was curious to see how the Agerine actually did once I started summoning it. Opponent, Pot of Desires. I'm going to rip that Maxi right now. Rip the Maxi before they draw into an Ash Blossom. Opponent, drawn 2. Activating Lightning Storm. Alright, Agerine, gonna protect. Performance similar here to Baron Negate, except now we're protected for the entire rest of the turn. Can't be banished or destroyed by card effects. Opponent playing Virtual World. Virtual World does summon a lot in order to do its combos, and opponent, you saw that there. Opponent activated an effect. Let's check the log here. Activated Virtual World. Gate. Banishing a Virtual World from the graveyard. Target a face-up monster on the field. Negate its effects. But it already had activated, so that didn't do anything. Opponent. Send a bunch of back row. We're going to Deepsea Diva again. Opponent clearly has nothing. They're letting go. Alright. So, Gamir performing pretty well so far. Let's go on to the next game. So, one of the sub-goals I had here was to see if I could get the Icejade lock. But so far, the deck has been really consistently summoning Deepsea Diva. Opponent playing Sword Soul. Passing, though. Interesting they did that, because Taya plus the Emergence in Graveyard does usually let them go full combo. So opponent choosing not to summon, not to combo here is kind of interesting. Let's draw. Opponent just ripping Max C. Let's activate our Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom negate. Hold on to Call by the Grave. Now, we don't know what opponent has, but we have 2 copies of Icejade Cradle, not once per turn, and a Synchro Overtake. I'm going to try and bait opponent by activating Icejade Cradle first. If they have an Ash Blossom and they negate, we still got a Cradle, and looks like they do. We don't have to use our Call by here. We're going to search here. Yeah, it gets negated. Alright, so now, let's activate. Overtake. Get the Deepsea Diva. Normal summon. And opponent also has Imperm. So opponent had probably the best cards they could have had. Max C, Ash Blossom, and Imperm. And that third piece of interaction is not going to be able to be stopped here. So what can we do? Well, we could Icejade Cradle, search for another monster here. Get the Agerine, but we don't have a way to special summon it to the field. So we are just going to have to set and pass. Hope our opponent can't Wombo combo, although we know they have in hand a way to Wombo combo. So let's see how far opponent can get. Opponent Taya. Taya banishing the Emergence to get the token, making the Grandmaster. Gonna search for a Worm. And opponent also Taya sending to the graveyard the Ashuna. Getting the Blackout, and that is going to be very difficult for us to deal with. That means they have a negate with the Grandmaster, and they have pop 2 with the Blackout if they want to give up on the Grandmaster. So let's draw here. Icejade Cradle is interesting. Alright. We do have some interesting lines here. Now, we don't have any Icejades in the Banish Zone or Graveyard to get back with this Cradle. If we normal summon, opponent could give up the Grandmaster, but it's more likely that opponent just chooses to negate the Adrian. Let's start by activating. We're going to reveal opponent's hand and banish a card. So opponent had another Ash Blossom, and the reason we did this is because now when we activate our Icejade Cradle, we can get back this Adrian. So get rid of the Ash Blossom, activate the Cradle, search for the Adrian, normal summon it. Opponent going to target and negate it, but that is going to trigger Adrian's second effect here. Second effect lets us summon a water monster from the graveyard, special summon a water monster. So we're going to special summon the Minstrel, because Minstrel is going to activate. Minstrel activate, mill 3, and we just hoping we hit something good here. And we did hit something okay. We're going to send this Deepsea Diva back to the top of the deck. And we hit a heavy infantry, which means we can target and destroy this Grandmaster, meaning opponent's kind of forced to use the blackout. So we'll see what opponent pops here. Now, the Icejade Adrian effect to summon actually says that when you activate that effect, for the rest of this turn, if it would be destroyed by battle or card effect, the next time it's not destroyed. So if opponent makes a mistake and targets the Adrian with the blackout, it will not be destroyed. Opponent, though, targeting the Minstrel and the Call by the Grave. So opponent clearly knows how to read, or maybe they just accidentally made the good choice. We're going to banish from the graveyard the Ashuna. Opponent loses their Grandmaster. They're down to 1 card, and we just got to hope Sword Soul with 2 cards in hand has some bricky hand traps and can't do anything. Actually, we actually know the 1 card in their hand. It's Dragon Circle. So we have to hope opponent just bricks on this draw, draws a hand trap or something, and then we have a good shot. Opponent getting Ash Blossom back, not going to do anything. Opponent drawing the best possible card in their deck, Sword Soul Emergence, getting a Taya, and that is going to be a full Sword Soul combo. Banishing to get the token, getting a second token, Synchro summoning into Chihao, and there is no way we have to stop this. We can reduce the attack here, but opponent going to be able to go into a Baron Negate, and Baron Negate will stop our Adrian. Oh, we're going even further here, using the Dragon Cycle. Yeah, getting the Baron is going to be the end, and we're just going to go on to the next game. Sword Soul, a little bit too powerful going first for us to handle this time. All right, we're back. Trying again. And I got Abyss Megalo in hand, and I have the one of Icejade Manifestation, which is a pretty powerful card going second, but doesn't do too much going first. Now, Icejade Tremora, another card I'm running in this deck, hopefully to extend a little bit. So we'll see. We're going to try Deepsea Diva combo, and then we have extension into Icejade Adrian. Neptibus, gonna Wombo combo, get our Poseidrus and Dragoons, search for the Moon Glacia. We're going to special summon Tatsunoko. Synchro summon using the Poseidra in hand to make the Adrian. And now we're going to go for it. Icejade Tremora, special summon the Adrian. That's going to get us the Icejade Cradle. Activate. And that's going to end our turn. Now, what could I have done differently here? Well, I forgot, first of all, I had 5 water monsters in the graveyard at one point. I forgot to summon my Moon Glacia and make him discard 2. That's a bit of a mistake. Also, I could have used this Abyss Megalo, discarded a water monster from hand, and then got it back with the Cradle. That also could have been a good play. 2 plays that I was not paying attention and missed. Opponent. Chaos Space, playing some sort of Chaos pile. Although no grass is greener. Summoning Lila, and Lila's effect, going to switch itself to defense mode and pop a spell or trap on the field. Now, we're just going to activate our Gamir in response, banish this Lightsworn, and then its effect will not resolve. It has to actually switch to defense mode to do the pop, so by banishing it, doesn't switch to defense mode, and its effect not going to resolve. Opponent still has plays though, Chaos cards summoning themselves for free. We'll see if opponent can still build a bit of a board, but it looks like set 2 pass, or set 1 pass is not going to be the play they want. Alright, Icejade Manifestation is going to get us the full Icejade luck. Get the Adrian from the deck. Activate. Trigger the Cradle to block an Ash Blossom. Get reducing the attack. Search for the Cradle, or the Curse, sorry, and now we got Curse. As long as we have an Icejade monster and the field spell with the Curse on field, opponent will not be able to activate monster effects to turn they're summoned. Let's activate Synchro Overtake, get ourselves a Deepsea Diva, and now we can go full combo again. full Deepsea Diva combo, getting the Gurnards, and opponent knows they got no way out of this. Icejade luck plus Deepsea Diva combo is too strong. Let's go on to the next game. All right, on to another game. Opponent going first, virtual worlding. Now we're just gonna rip this Maxi. Opponent has no way to stop it. That means we're gonna draw a billion cards. Let's see how many cards opponent lets us have. Virtual world does need to summon a lot of monsters to do anything interesting. And we have an interesting hand too. Icejade Cosmoclore and the Icejade Curse means we're gonna have quite a lot to do. Drawn into Ash Blossom. Opponent Virtual World City, we're gonna negate. And that should wrap up opponent's turn pretty much. They're gonna do one more synchro play, but not even. They're leaving it like this. So they just have the QB here. Shen, sorry. Shen is gonna say any card sent from field to grave is banished instead. So do have to watch out for that. If we send monsters from the field to the graveyard, they're not gonna trigger. But we got quite the hand here thanks to Maxi. Let's start by trying to get the Cosmoclore live. Well, actually, sorry, we're going to start by activating our Synchro Overtake to get Deepsea Diva. Opponent activating Maxi. We have many Ash Blossoms to negate with. There we go. Get that Icejade, search for the field spell, and get the Curse Lock going. Curse Lock with Cosmoclore means opponents can't activate their monster effects on their turn or our turn. Let's activate the effect of the... Where is he? Abyss Megalo. Now, this was a mistake. I could have done this first. Discarded Cosmoclore, got Cosmoclore back with the Cradle before activating the Megalo, since we did have to give up on a Deepsea Diva, but not the end of the world, since Dragoon's going to search for another Diva anyway. Let's tribute the Cosmoclore. It does get banished, meaning we get 2 attacks, but Cosmoclore gone. Cosmoclore is recoverable with the field spell, though, so if we draw another field spell, we get to go. Opponent's attacks reduced, clear their monsters. Curse going to burn them for 16. Opponent, if they summon monsters, they won't be able to activate their effects this turn thanks to the Curse Lock. But opponent hitting us with Lava Golem. Is Lava Golem going to be enough? Alright, Maxi drawing us a single card from the Shen, resummoning itself. Opponent crashing into the Lava Golem. Not going to let us keep it. Now we have Deepsea Diva and a Cradle, plus our draw. That's going to be pretty good. Let's just Cradle here, get the Tremora. Start Wombo comboing. Prince, search for the Atlantean Dragon. Get Mulinglacia, which we can just summon for free right now. Synchro, Tatsunoko. Synchro using a monster in our hand into the Icejade. And now, see, this is the kind of combo we have. Icejade lock using Diva combo. Good thing to be aware of. Now, there's another way to do this combo using the level 7 Synchro. So maybe that's something I'll try out if you guys like this deck list. Let me know if you want to see another way to do Icejade plays using Atlanteans. All right, let's go on to the deck list. All right, we got the full deck list here. Now, there's one more day left of the Synchro Festival for me, so I'll do one more Synchro deck list. If you have a spicy Synchro deck you want to see me play, message in the comments. I'll take a look, see if I can build it, and try it out in regular ladder. All right, let's go. We got one copy of Prince here, maxing out on Deepsea Divas. Maxing out Maxi for this festival is kind of necessary. We got one copy of Heavy Infantry, one shift. I did not use the shift, but we have it in here. We can go Arion Post into White Aura Whale, not running the other level 8 fish. That banishes a card just because we don't have a high fish count in this deck list. But we got triple Ash Blossom, and I actually never ended up making a level 6 Synchro, even though it is possible to do with the Deepsea Minstrel and the Agerine. So it's just something to be aware of, that this is kind of a flex slot. You don't need to have this in here. All right, triple Ash Blossom, we got the Minstrel, we got the Gurnards, we got triple Agerine, we got the Dragoons at 3, we got one Tremora, we got the Poseidra, we got one Megalo, we got Mulinglacia, we got Icejade Cosmoclore, we got triple Overtake, triple Cradle, one copy of Manifestation is searchable, Cradle's also searchable, and the Curse searchable. We got 2 Call by the Graves, 1 Crossout, 2 Evenly Matched, which I did not see in any of my games, going first or second. I don't know what happened to it. It's buried in the deck list somewhere. We got Tatsunoko in the extra, Deepsea Repeteur. This is necessary. You got to run this if you run the Overtake to search for your Deepsea Divas. 1 copy of Arion Post, Prima Donna. Now, there is a combo using Prima Donna to special summon your Icejades, and this is a combo that might be worth it. So you can Prima Donna with Deepsea Diva, pull the Agerine out of the deck, and an Agerine lets you search for either the field spell or the curse. So let me know if you think that that line is more interesting, because I can build a deck that's more focused on making that happen. Could be fun to see. We got Stardust, we got White Oral Whale, and Stardust here just a combo piece with Excel. White Oral Whale, the Dragite, Excel, Croco Dragon, Satellite Warrior, Barondafleur, Swords of Supreme Sovereign, Go to the Deep Beyond, Icejade, give me your Agerine, and the Psychic End Punisher. And that is the full deck list. Hope you liked the video. Now stick around for the bonus game. Alright, we got a bit of a bonus game. We're going to show off the bonus game. Opponent going first, playing Goatees. And you know I love Goatees. But as the Water Master, I cannot allow Goatees to defeat me. So let's just top deck the best possible card we can. Synchro Overtake. Opponent got their Goatee plays. Let's Icejade Cradle. Opponent, different Dimension Gate. Any monster sent to the graveyard banished instead. That actually turns off all of our Mermail effects, or our Atlantean effects, sorry. So if we Deepsea Diva combo this turn, it's not going to work. Our monsters are getting banished. So how do we get through this? Well, we happen to have Icejade combo in hand. Let's search for Cosmoclore, activate our field spell, hope our opponent doesn't realize, alright, what's going on. Activate Curse, opponent. Let's see if they realize. Alright, now here's the reason we did it this way. A lot of people don't know this. Cosmoclore is an inherent summon. Inherent summon means your opponent doesn't get a window to respond to it with card effects, normal card effects. You can still negate an inherent summon with like quick, what are they called? Spell speed 3 negates, like Solemn that negate summons. But this is not a card effect to summon, it is just a summon. So opponent won't be able to activate their Goatees in response to this. So if opponent doesn't do it right now, it's going to be too late. Opponent, Cosmoclore on the field, says we got the Icejade Curse now. Now with an Icejade monster and the field spell, opponents can't activate card effects of monsters the turn they're summoned. That means this Paces that summoned itself this turn cannot activate. We can clear out the Goatees. They won't be activatable on their turn either. Let's Synchro Overtake. Search for the Deepsea Diva. Now we can't do our Deepsea Diva combo right now. Well, I say that. We can't do the Prince combo, but we have another backup combo, which you've seen a couple times already. We're going to do the block here. Block an Ash Blossom. Search for the Gernards. Increase the level. Do a level 8 Synchro. And opponent doesn't want to see any more. Goatees are out of here. Thanks for watching the bonus game, and have a good night.